Jeff Big Daddy Wayne here, and today we're going to talk about Fluffy. Is this Fluffy? This is Fluffy. I'm talking about Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias, and I hope I pronounced your name right. I'm from Kentucky, therefore I have a right to mispronounce anything. I'm a gringo. My tongue gets stuck. What can I tell you? I think he might be the best comedian working in the United States today. And I will tell you why. I had a very, what could we call it, enlightening experience about Fluffy. Now, I've been a comedian over 30 years, and I've got the debts to prove it. I've worked around the world. I've had some TV pilots, You know, my mom and dad always supported me even when I was a kid doing comedy and would come out and see it, but you know, they'd say good show or whatever. My mom doesn't talk about comedians. I don't think she even likes comedians, I'll be honest with you. My mom is 86 years old, and about a month ago, I get this call from my mom who asked me, do you know this comedian named Fluffy? I said, I know about him, I don't know him. She goes, this guy is so funny. Now, mind you, she's talking about somebody else, not me. She's never called about another comedian. This guy is so funny, he's so funny, you gotta see him, you gotta watch him. Okay, Mom, I'll take a look at him. I'll take a look at him. So she calls me like 2 days later. Did you look? Did you look? Did you look? I'll go on YouTube. I'll look. Okay, she starts talking about some kind of clip that he did called The Gift Basket. She wants me to watch The Gift Basket, The Gift Basket. So, okay. So I get to watch The Gift Basket, and I found myself being intrigued, laughing, finding this guy just having great qualities as a comedian in terms of the way he uses his bodies, his voice, his expressions. And he's doing this great bit about the gift basket involving another comedian. And in his presentation, which was, I think, a TV special, he actually has the other comedian come on, letting another comedian come on your special. I said, wow, this guy's something different, isn't he? So Fluffy, and of course that means Fluffy meaning, he says, I'm not fat, I'm fluffy. I'm not fluffy, I'm fat. I started looking at his other bits and what have you, and I'm finding this guy, I'm sitting there going, my God, this guy he's really got the stuff, man. You know, the way he approaches the audience, the tempo, but also his material, the way he couches his material. You know, it's not confrontational. Talking about the border guard stopping him, Latinos, how they regard each other. Just the wealth of material there, and I could see why he is so successful. Now, I've worked with a lot of Latino comedians. When I started my career, there was a place called the Comedy Cave, which was a pretty, it was in Beverly Hills. It was part of a disco called Oscar. Paul Rodriguez started there. Paul would throw tortillas in the audience, you know, like they were Frisbees, which was funny. George Lopez, I was there the first night George Lopez stepped on stage at Flaherty's in Glendale, and later he would always show up at the Comedy Store Westwood late with his buddy, you know, because he was not of age. I worked with Carlos Mencia when he's actually doing his own material. That's how old I am. Now, I called a friend of mine when my mom was going nuts over Fluffy, Larry Omaha, and I've worked with Larry a long time, and Larry was telling me about he was doing some comedy clubs. This kid seemed really funny and interested, and he shared some things with him, and they've worked together, and Fluffy's been very good to Larry. Larry's just a sensational guy and a funny guy, and so I discovered this comedian. The more I'm watching him, he's got this movie. I'm going, this guy might be the funniest comedian in the United States. I thought Chris Rock for a while, Dave Chappelle certainly, but right now, as of this moment, I think Fluffy might be the funniest comedian the United States has produced, and let me tell you something. Not only has he made me laugh, but I might do something I have not done in over 30 years regarding a comedian. I might actually buy a ticket to go see him. Anyway, check him out. Check out more Big Daddy Knows. Subscribe. Hasta vagina.